Like the email you got.
Uh, hey guys, it's Slim Ladrone here, and I just wanted to say that um that they like we wanted to let you know our team reviewed your content and we think it violates our sex and nudity policy. We know you may not have realized this was a violation of our policy, so we're not applying a strike to your channel. However, we have removed the following content from YouTube: the Spicy Super Saturday stream, 3 fire emojis, and a ramen emoji. We realize this may be disappointing news. It's our job to make sure that YouTube is a safe place for all. If you think we've made a mistake, you can appeal this decision. You'll find all your details down below. I, Slim Ledger, am personally sorry for what has happened here today. It was my fault for not doing anything wrong, but still somehow displeasing Susan. And I hope that we can have a super safe, family-friendly stream for the remainder of the night.
You must bow before Supreme Chancellor Susan Slim. You must kneel to her.
She's actually my mother.
Oh God!
Everything I learned, Lord.
You had your first female guest and your first takedown all in the same night.
Yeah, yeah, Susan. Why do you hate women?
You bring on the lady to talk about bunny boobs.
Why do you hate Susan? Susan. You have four people of color on here and a woman. You should really say to yourself.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no. What is wrong with you?
I guess they don't like diversity.
Hey! Black History Month's over.
Oh, that's right. It is shit. It's
Women's
it's Women's History Month now, and
no.
Women,
it's Ladies Month.
I'm sorry, it's Women's History Month.
It's
women with an
yeah, it's Women's Month. I forgot about that.
You know something I don't like about Lola and the Looney Tunes.
That's a turf term.
I want to say something here. I think Lola in the Looney Tunes show is overrated. She really is. People keep saying, "Well, she's such a great character in Looney Tunes shows." No, here's what she is. She's Kristen Wiig as a bunny. That's what she is. She's Kristen Wiig as a bunny, and the only reason Kristen Wiig is funny is when you put her next to a straight man. When you have Kristen Wiig by herself, she is not funny. I'm tired of people saying Looney Tunes show Lola is so much fucking better. She's not. Okay? She's not. She's Kristen Wiig as a rabbit. Chill the fuck out. There, I said it. Anyway.
Well, as a woman, I say I love Kristen Wiig as a rabbit.
I don't even know who Kristen. I don't know who Kristen Wiig is.
She was the voice of Lola in the Looney Tunes show, the recent one.
Which one?
The baby Looney Tunes Lola's the worst Lola.
Oh my!
I remember watching that show as a kid. I remember liking that show for some reason.
I mean, you were a kid. You were stupid.
I'm not going.
You were
I'm busy.
stupid,
I'm
stupid
actually
child.
literally on the stream right now. Oh, you're leaving? All right. Oh, can you get me a soda and some candy? Candies and sodas would be awesome, please. Thank you. I love you.
Yo, me too. I'll pay you back.
Yeah, I'll pay you back somehow.
I'm a diabetic, so I gotta watch what I eat.
I just remembered it's my cheat day, so I have a beer now.
I like aspects from Looney Tunes show Lola, but let's be honest, how many more hours of screen time she has compared to Space Jam Lola? But I think the baby Looney Tunes one might have more hours, and she is just so bland and unoffensive and so forgettable and annoying and very girly crybaby. Oh God, she is written here's the token girl for the kids show.
Yeah, I mean, to be fair, I'm pretty sure there wasn't a high demand or idea behind baby Looney Tunes.
Aside from just make them babies.
Yeah, I don't think there was a high demand for it.
It's filler trash. It is.
Yeah, it was.
But let me just say this. Leading into the WB thing, is Coming to America owned by WB still? Or is
I
that
don't
like
know
a-
because this
Oh.
one was an Amazon. The sequel was an Amazon thing, so I don't know.
Oh,
I
I
thought the
don't
intro was
know.
good.
Yeah, it was an
Paramount.
Amazon original. Like if you watch it, it shows it in like the first 5 seconds. So I don't know.
Yeah, can you get some candy and soda and awesome stuff? Or, lock the chain. Sure. I got the kitten out here with me.
You know what was one like
Yeah,
Looney
I'm
Tunes
still out
related
here.
thing that I thought was a little
Alright.
bit underrated?
what?
Go for it.
The Lunatics thing where they made them like superheroes. I kind of like the idea.
Oh, I remember that. And so
Oh,
I was thinking about
God.
that not too long ago, and I don't know what you know how you have like memories of something, but
Yeah.
you can't remember if you actually saw it, and you start thinking, did I just make that up?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Like
I
that
could,
was my
I could
thought
see
process. I was like, did I
that.
make
I
this
could
up?
see
like
that.
that show
I-
happened, or did I just like imagine that?
No, you know what
Uh,
other show I thought about?
Oh my
Mighty Ducks.
God.
Mighty Ducks.
Oh, that was
I don't
like
remember
the show.
that one, but I know what happened.
But I'm like, because there was a
Yeah.
movie where it was actually a hockey team, and then there was a show where they were literally ducks, but they were hockey players. But at the same time, they were also like space traveling superheroes. And I was
What
like,
the
that can't have
fuck?
happened. That must have been my imagination going wild. And then I was on stream with Brett and them not too long ago, and we were talking about that, and it's like, oh my god, that was real. I didn't just think of that.
Yeah, some of those like later, like after the mid '90s, like Disney afternoon cartoons were pretty fucking bad.
Like,
I
everyone-
remember Quack Pack.
Bad. I'm not complaining. That was great.
Yeah.
We need more shows like that.
What was it? They did their own Ren and Stimpy ripoff. Not the Timon and Pumbaa show. I appreciated that one, and I loved that one as a kid. It was called the Schmookums and Meat Show.
Oh god, that sounds
Oh my
awful.
God.
And it was on like a Friday rotation. Yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah, but everyone wants to talk about how the '90s was like a lawless wasteland. Like, no, the '90s were a prerequisite for the early 2000s, which was the real lawless wasteland.
Yeah, the early 2000s
Oh,
were pretty
yeah.
nuts.
The destruction of Saturday morning cartoons due to the Children's Education Act bullshit.
That actually, I think the destruction of Saturday morning cartoons was oversyndication on networks. So like you basically like why wait for specifically Saturday mornings when you have an entire network dedicated to syndication of cartoons?
Bro, I used to, because I didn't have cable as a kid, so I used to watch like cartoons on Saturdays all the time. Like, I used to
yeah,
have a fucking Kids WB after two, so
Yeah.
shit stuck in my
Pretty much-
head, and I hate
Like,
it.
pretty much everything I love today was because of some Saturday morning cartoon. Like Godzilla, like I saw, like the first Godzilla movie I watched was probably like, I think it was the original American Godzilla, which, you know, as a kid,
Oh,
in
you're talking about the
hindsight,
Roland Emmerich one in New
yeah,
York?
in hindsight, not a
Oh,
good
that
movie.
was a great
No.
cartoon.
As a child, though, you know, that was
Top-tier
giant
action
monster.
cartoon.
Yes,
Yeah, the cartoon was
is
actually
fucking-
good, which
The cartoon is
surprised
like-
me.
That's Godzilla.
There's a
like,
weird
if
King of the Hill reference in it.
there
It's like-
is, isn't there?
Yeah, there's
Mhm.
an episode. Yeah, there's an
'Cause I-
episode with these hunters who are going after Godzilla, and they're all named after the King of the Hill characters.
Yeah, I have. I have
Damn
the
it,
series on
Godzilla!
DVD.
That boy ain't right.
I have it on DVD. I gotta rewatch it.
Okay. So yeah, it's just we're
You know what's
gonna try
an
this again.
awesome toy?
What?
Did anyone have like the Godzilla toys like from that era?
I don't think
Oh.
I had any Godzilla
No,
toys, actually, which is surprising.
I think I know where she's going with this, and I think I had it. Are you talking about the one with the remote control?
I
And
had
you could.
Yes, and he was like a little mini walking raptor guy. Like
Yes.
it was like I think it was
Yes.
one of the Godzilla babies.
Yes, I know.
Yeah,
exactly what
that was
you're talking
fun. We had to put a
That's
coin
a lot
on
of
his back
fish.
to balance him.
That's a lot of fish, yeah.
I had you know what
Yeah,
you know a
I-
weird toy that I had that I remember like really really well. It was like
Oh, yeah?
a Yu-Gi-Oh Dark Dragon toy,
Red Eyes. Was it a
And
Red Eyes Black Dragon toy?
it wasn't. I don't think it was that. Maybe, but it was. It was probably that what I'm thinking about. But it was like a dragon golem thing, and I
Oh,
remember every
Red
time
Eyes
you
Skull Dragon, maybe. I think that's
yeah,
one of
that's probably what it is. And I remember the roar so specifically. It was like a roar every time I pressed the button. Now I don't know why, but that roar has always stuck with me. It haunts my dreams. I swear
That
to
roars your
God.
sleep paralysis demon.
It just
Yeah, I've
rises
got some
over the side of your bed,
minifigures,
just going.
Yeah.
So
Have you
yeah,
guys
we
seen the deluxe collector figures?
Of
For,
what?
had- we had 12 people
Yu-Gi-Oh!
last
They've got
time.
some
Now we have
crazy
5.
figures of the
Great.
dragons.
Well,
Because I've
Yeah,
been
they've got like,
like,
crystals and like they're over $500. Like they're just insane and beautiful. Like
Holy
yeah,
shit.
because
like
I've
if you
been
had a dragon obsessed mom, I think she would just want it.
because I've been, I collect statues and figures and stuff like that. So it's like, in retrospect, there's a lot of toys that I had as a kid, and it's like, I wish I kept up with that shit.
Bro, I
Because
wish
that shit would have been bank.
I had like this
Oh yeah.
I guess I don't know. I think they did like an anniversary release, like the old Transformers toys, and I had one of the.
Yeah, the G1s.
I think it was Skywarp was the one the jet one that was black and purple. I think that was Skywarp. Was
I
that
think
one?
you're right.
I think that was
because-
Skywarp.
Thundercracker, I think, was the blue and black one.
I thought he was blue and red.
Or was it blue and red?
No, that's
You want to know some bullshit with toys?
Go for
The
it.
inequality that they've always had with the female figures. And the weirdest part is I've always I got in trouble today and I had to take the L for saying tomboys play sports when I remembered I was a damn tomboy and I never played a lick of sports. Kind of fucking forgot that one. I collected Pirates of the Dark Water. There
Ooh,
was a
nice
really
choice.
cool female character in the cartoon. Yeah. They never made a fucking toy of her. They stayed. It's like women were poison in the action figure world. But they make I have the figure. There's a figure of the big fat guy who has titties. So no, we can't have a woman, but we can have a big fat guy with huge titties that are bigger than hers. Ugh.
Wow. Okay.
Love toys, but I always hated the inequality of the female figures or
Wow.
poor quality.
It's funny because now most of my
Like,
statues and
they-
figures are females. For other reasons, though.
For research
wow,
purposes.
wow.
Japan makes the women. That Japan knows
Um,
how to make a good lady
We're
figure.
far from more.
Oh no, I
That is
mostly
true.
play Western
Hey
characters.
guys.
Oh, they
Yeah.
are now. Yeah, they
Whoa.
are now.
What he said, guys? Whoa! Joseph Stalin killed 20 million people. He
Oh my
sounds
God.
really strong. He sounds really strong. Goku.
I just saw that. I was like,
Wait,
I
what?
don't want to see. Oh, I see. You saw what I retweeted. Okay, perfect.
Yeah. That's great.
It's like
So,
it's like that Superman Red Sun moment where he like kills him instantly. That's how the fight's gonna go.
Hey, you
can
want to
I-
know something that's really crazy? Talking about toy store inequality, toy ads, and all that sort of shit. This sounds like a great segue to Proud Family. You got stuff to say about
Oh.
Slim?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that's right.
Well,
Proud
apparently,
Family's coming back.
Because think about
Yeah,
that.
Proud
That's
Family-
a show that they probably would have never made with who the lead is.
I mean, like I said, Disney has always been, like, whether they like it or not, they've always been girl centric. Like, they've been girl centric for a very long. They've always been girl centric. That's something they just can't. They're just never going to move away from. Sorry, no matter how hard they try, they're not going to be like the boy action brand they want to be. I know it's hard, but you gotta accept Disney. You can't really. You're. That's just who you are. But like,
Well,
here's the thing. I mean, like, apparently, like, here's the thing with Proud Family. Proud Family's getting a revival, and it's gonna take place with them being older. and I am worried considering the political climate if they're gonna do it right. Because here's the thing, even back then, I mean, to be fair, they've always done socio-political commentary, but even back then, I'm gonna be upfront. I guess probably gonna be ruffle some feathers. Proud Family, when it came to lessons, life lessons, 70% of the time they did not get it right. They just missed the mark when they were trying to teach lessons to kids,
Well,
and it turned out bad.
it's gonna, in my opinion, and it's probably gonna happen. It's gonna happen just like how the Static Shock reboot comic has gone,
Lord.
where it's literally, instead of it being
Oh,
about gang
God.
violence, which is
Oh,
I don't care what
yeah.
anybody says, it's a more prevalent problem than a lot of people want to address when it comes to black people.
Yeah,
But
here's
they switched it to a BLM because heaven forbid a black person in a comic book be interested in anything
Anything
other
else,
than BLM.
literally anything
Like,
else.
literally
it's always activism because like I just know that I spend most of my days, like almost all my time, on activism. Like that's all I'm thinking about all the time. Activism.
Literally anything. Like let the motherfucker be into fishing of all things. Let him be into golf. Let him go like something other than BLM. Why is
I
it
know
always
something.
a
Damn it.
protest?
Yeah, like here's
Or the
here's
struggle
the
or
thing.
whatever the fuck.
Can't
they
you
wanna
make
do.
bad
here's-
cartoon reviews on the internet?
Here's the
When is
thing
there
about
ever
here's the
a
thing.
superhero
Here's
that
the
does
thing.
that?
Here's the thing. Proud Family, in my opinion, the original Proud Family did not teach good lessons like good 70% of the time. When they tried to teach a lesson and they tried to preach an idea, it was not done well. Like 70% of the time. I'm not kidding. People keep saying, well, Proud Family did good did stuff with social commentary. Yeah, but they weren't good at it. Like there was here's an example. There was one episode where and this is gonna go into like the a bit, I guess, socio-political state of things, but it was basically post 9/11 hysteria, and the Islamophobia going around, because that did happen. I'm not gonna
Yeah, that did
downplay it or
happen.
pretend it didn't
Oh
happen.
yeah.
Say, it was pretty bad too. I'm not gonna sit there and say it didn't happen. It wasn't real. It happened. It was an issue, and people need to talk about it. I get that, and I respect it for that. But like how they did it was so bad. It was so bad with how they handled it. So well, basically this. It started like this. Penny, basically the kids had to go live with other families to get a good grasp of other cultures, basically. So like he had La Cienega living with the Gross sisters family, while the Gross sisters lived with La Cienega's family. Penny had to live with the Muslim family. Muslim girl had to live with Penny's family, etc., stuff like that. Even though I don't think the school can legally do that, because they say if
how
they
does
don't
that
do it,
work?
if they don't
Not
do
really.
that, they
Yeah,
can't.
Not really.
If you can't do that, you can't pass. They can't pass.
Oh, wait a minute. No, wait. Chivalry Day. The schools try bullshit like that all the time. It literally said like boys must pay for the date. Like that was the worst thing on the boys sheet.
It wasn't even like that. It was literally this is the something we're forcing your kids to do. They are going to live with essentially complete strangers for an entire week, and if they don't do it, they're gonna fail a class. I'm like,
Yeah, that would
okay,
not fly with most people's
I
parents.
am pretty sure. Yeah, the worst part is
Yeah.
they tried to paint like, and there's something else I didn't like about Proud Family. Oscar was always wrong, even when he was right, because he brought up a really good point. He was like,
Yeah.
wait a minute, you're okay with Penny living with people who we know nothing about for a week, and you're okay with that? But Trudy's like, Oscar, don't be so closed-minded. I'm like, bitch, I care about my child. Living with
That's
complete
kind of a
random strangers.
symptom. That's kind of something I've noticed is they always make the husband
Penny comes home with-
incompetent.
Like,
It's
wrong,
not even
even
that.
if it's like-
It's not even that. It's literally
it
in
follows
Proud
those little
Family.
tropes, Yeah.
it's literally a Proud Family. Is even when Oscar is right, they try to make him wrong for some reason. It's so stupid. But anyway, so they're doing this, and Penny has to go live with her family. So basically, the Muslim family forces their values onto Penny. Like they're not subtle about it at all. They force their values onto Penny. She has to.
Which
She
you
has to
should not
wait.
do.
She's forced to wear her at a job. They kind of imply the whole like patriarchal system of, you know, that idea. Like they don't outright say it, but it's really like prevalent in the father character, the father Muslim character, stuff like that.
Right.
And other things
I think
like
I
that.
remember that.
And probably guess what else? It's Ramadan, and she has to fast. She's forced to fast, and she's never. And not only that, she's never. You have to practice that shit.
Yeah,
but
you can't just do that. Just
yeah, you have to. Not only you have to practice it, but at the same time, they force her to join in and doing
Guys,
so. When she goes to school and wants to go eat food, and then her teacher comes up and says, "Penny, why are you doing this? You should be fasting." And she's just like, it's hard. She says, and the teacher tries to like victim blame on her, like,
Oh wow.
well, you should really
What?
consider, do it. No, I'm not kidding. He says this. You should really consider things from their point of view and understanding what they're going through. I'm like, bitch, I did not sign up for fucking fasting. I am hungry. I almost passed out. Nigga, I am hungry. I
like to eat, so that shit ain't happening.
Yeah, I cannot eat till after sundown, so fuck that shit. I'm getting a cheeseburger. And
I'm
he was
getting
like,
me a steak.
and he's like, well, you can't. Well, you shouldn't do that. It's like they're trying to treat Penny like she's closed-minded, and I'm like, no, you're forcing her to adopt another culture.
Is this gaslighting? Because this feels like gaslighting to make her
It
out like
is
she's the victim,
gaslighting, and
that
then
she's the bad guy in the room.
Yeah.
yeah, and then like out of nowhere, the very next scene, I think she's just okay with it. Like she's just okay with it. She's living in their family. There's no transition or anything. She's just suddenly okay with living in this environment after that pep talk from her teacher.
What the fuck?
And then Ramadan's over, so they go to like this Moroccan restaurant or whatever, and she meets a cute boy, and they start dancing together, and they start having food together with her family, and all that stuff. And then they go back to her house, and then like their house is like teepeed and like spray painted, go back home or whatever.
I remember that episode now.
And then like guess what? The episode just ends.
What?
That's it. I'm not
It
like
just ends?
there's
Oh,
like
yeah, it
there's
does.
yeah, and then there's like an epilogue scene where Penny's like giving a speech on different cultures and shit. But yeah, the episode just ends. Like that's it. That's all that happens. It just ends. And they say, "Oh no, what happened? It's one of the worst episodes. It's one of the worst episodes to handle it. It's the worst way to handle this situation and topic."
Yeah, they really didn't give like any nuance from the way you're describing it. I don't think I've ever seen this episode.
And then there's the Kwanzaa episode that was really bad.
Does anyone actually like legitimately celebrate
Is that
Kwanzaa?
the one with the
No
vegans?
one.
Like, I'm not trying to be a dick, but does
No,
anyone
it's
like
not.
seriously celebrate it?
No one celebrates Kwanzaa. No one
I actually know
celebrates
the history.
Kwanzaa. I know the history
actually
too,
know the
and
real
no one actually celebrates it. But anyway, like basically, like they get like
It was
like
literally
they try
done
to
by a
like
college professor.
Yeah.
like the entire thing about College Professor was a very lengthy rap sheet, I might add. But anyway, the point is like the entire episode was basically like, again, it was kind of gaslighting and shaming the Proud Family for having a roof over their head, because they let in people who chose to live on the streets and didn't want to give it to the capitalist ideologues of America. And like
Fuck
even
it. That's
like
your
Penny,
choice. That's your choice at that point.
Even Penny's mom kind of snapped and was like, "Hang on a minute, you ain't gonna come up in her. We invited you and her, and you gonna get mad at me for having a roof over my head.
Yeah, it's like
Man, you better
sorry.
go
I
on. You bitch, sorry. Go on somewhere with that shit. But if you choose to live that
Don't they-
life, and you know the ironic part about the whole thing, the ironic part,
what?
they use that episode to push the promotion of a book. The anti-capitalists of the
Oh my
the
God.
anti-capitalists are pushing for a fucking book to
Really?
be sold. I am dead serious. Oh my god, it's so hilarious. It's just
Where
there's
did
just so
the
many
psychos-
episodes. There's so many episodes like that in Proud Family where there's like no nuance and there's one episode where they try to like where Penny thinks Oscar is cheating, but then like he jokes about being with another, but his wife literally borderline cheats on him with every other episode, and it's a joke. He literally just makes a joke at the end of the episode about cheating and says, "I wouldn't mind getting with Beyonce." I think it was like Beyonce or Holly Berry or something like that.
Yeah, that's clearly
and, like
a joke.
Penny and Trudy are like, "Oh my god, how sexist! You cheat
What
on
the
you
fuck?
borderline cheat on your husband every other episode. It's treated like a joke."
Not to mention, like, dude, like you mean tell me that woman ain't like, I'd fuck Jason Momoa or something. I don't fucking know. I'm just thinking
Like
like
there's one
attractive dude that
episode
people like.
like there's one where she's all
Back
over
then,
Lou
it'd be Will
Ross.
Smith.
Or Will Smith, you're right. Yeah, Will Smith
Oh,
probably.
yeah.
Or
No, like
Will Smith
I
probably would have
forgot.
been. Or Idris Elba. Let's go with that one.
There are actual episodes in the show where she basically throws herself onto other men right in front of Oscar, emasculating him.
Wait, is Oscar cucked?
He's not cucked, but he's damn near close.
He's borderline.
and basically like she threw herself at Lou Ross at one point.
Unfortunately, I wasn't able to find time to sit down and watch the episode, so I forgot to do it. So you're just gonna hear vague memories and not a real account. There was an episode about the girls being sexualized, and I remember it being very.
Oh, I think
awkward
I
because
remember.
this was Disney Channel.
Didn't you post about that at one
like
point?
they were wearing
Yeah,
black
I did.
mini
Yeah, I did
dresses.
that.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was like a response to Cuties, and it was actually a pretty good episode because it was one of the few episodes where the parents actually agreed, and Oscar was allowed to be right because he said, "Yeah, you girls should be dressing up like this and being all up on stage and having all these boys grind up on you."
Yeah,
and like her mom,
let's
and her,
not
like her
do
mom,
that.
and her mom was like, "Yeah, I completely agree with Oscar. You girls are way too young for that shit." And I'm just like, and they don't actually. And the best part is like, it's not too bad to the point where they're straight up sex. Like it's not Cuties levels bad. It's just they're wearing
It's
like
weird.
it's like Slim Black, and they're like a
wearing black.
little too short. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like it was like Slimming
Yeah.
Black, and it wasn't. And it was and their skirts were a little too short, and that was it. It didn't.
But
go,
it was
didn't go all-
restrained,
God.
is what you mean.
Yeah, it
like,
was restrained, and it was actually a decent
Yeah,
episode.
that's what I mean. It was weird because it was Disney Channel. I remember, like, I did not like the token white girl. She was so ugly to me. I just thought she was the ugliest character. So it's like, cool. The only white character in this show, and she's a fucking ugly, nerdy dog. Ew.
You know,
I
you
did
know
not
something.
like
You
that
know
she
something.
kept trying to.
Oh,
She kept
no,
trying to
sorry.
get
You go
back
ahead.
in that black dress, and she was the most into the slut dancing, from what I remember.
I mean, like,
She
I
looked
mean,
like
but here's
the-
Slender Man. She looked like Slender
You know
Man
some- you know-
trying to like sex dance.
Oh,
know
that sounds
something-
horrifying.
you know something about Zoe though.
Yeah.
Like Zoe, Sticky, and Michael. Michael was the coach's son who says like his coach doesn't allow him to say dad. He says,
Oh yeah.
I have to call him coach. And like they made a very obvious episode.
I think he gets
about-
hit. That kid gets hit.
Yeah, it's sad.
Some
But
abuse going on with that shit.
I think like I remember the episode where they like discussed like how everyone thought like, you know, he let's just say he flew north for the winter. If you get my drift.
They thought he
Um,
had the big gay.
yeah, but like like there was this one. I
Whoa.
remember this one scene from there where you know how Oscar was like usually like would never let Penny around boys. When she said, "Hey, can me and Michael
Yeah.
go in my room?" and he looked at Michael and he was like, "Yeah, sure, Penny, go on ahead." He's like, I was like, "Oh my god, fuck." He's like super protective of Penny, but he was like, "Yeah." He saw Michael. I was like, "Nah, she'll be alright."
Nah,
She'll
he
be alright.
got sugar in the tank. He's harmless.
But like here's the thing,
Oscar
Michael.
Proud has corrected our.
But Michael, Sticky, and Zoe might be Penny's only 3 legitimate friends in the entire show because her friends fucking sucked. I
Yeah,
rewatched
like,
the show again.
Yeah,
Her
Zoe was
friend
nice. Zoe was
sucked.
nice.
who was the
Zoe-
Hispanic one?
La Cienega, she was really like her
Cienega
only like her friend.
Boulevard.
Yeah, she was
I'm
only
not
like her
joking, she
friend
had a
and
joke
like
name.
Yeah, she was like an absolute bitch most of the show, at least from what
yeah,
I
like
remember.
she was only really like Penny's friend in name only, honestly.
Like, you're
like,
one
she
of the
was-
people I know, and the only people who tolerates my bullshit. So we're gonna hang out.
Not even. I don't even like.
School
I
acquaintance.
and Dejanay was.
Their
Oh my
dads were
god,
friends. I remember now. Their dads
Yeah.
were best friends,
and
and that was
her,
like the
and
joke.
her granddad.
Oh,
and her
yeah.
granddad was And her granddad was basically like the Joker.
The Joker.
They called him Mexican Joker, and he was like with Sugar Mama, and she had no idea he was constantly insulting her.
Because the Joker has been a Mexican before. That was his original actor, and he is from Mexico.
You want to know how I got
That
these
was
scars?
the Joker's actor who played the granddad.
You
I
probably
ate a corn tortilla taco a little too fast.
No, I was crossing the border.
Caesar
Crossing the
Romero.
border.
Caesar Romero, I
The
think. is his
fence got
name.
caught on my lips.
Yeah, guys.
Yeah, Caesar Romero.
The 60s, dude, the 60s Batman, if you look real close at stills of him, he put makeup on top of his mustache.
Yeah, couldn't even
Yeah,
be bothered
like-
to shave his mustache.
I mean,
It
Oh,
looks,
he was like, no, fuck that shit. I have a proud Latino mustache.
At least it looked better than than Superman did in Justice
yeah. Oh
League.
god, I was just thinking that too. They did with fucking Justice League.
fucking. He could have put fucking makeup over anything.
Oh, they could have just let him have the mustache. I mean, it's like he's.
Yeah, all he had to do is grow out more facial hair.
Yeah, they
a
could have
full
just put some
goatee.
extensions on his face.
Yeah, full
or whatever.
goatee, and then I
They
think,
did.
honestly,
There was a.
reading the story
Contract.
behind it,
There's a
story behind it.
contract.
No. So yeah, I read the story behind it, and honestly, in hindsight, I don't know what studio did Mission Impossible Fallout.
I think that was Paramount. I think.
Yeah. So from what the story sounds like, it sounds like
It was a
Paramount
pissing
was.
contest.
Yeah, it sounded like Paramount was just like, well, we could, but we're not. So he keeps the mustache.
Yeah,
Like, it
Paramount was
literally
being a
sounds like
dick.
a dick measuring contest. It was literally like, oh, Warner Brothers wants him back in their movie. Well, we signed him to have a mustache. So guess what? You guys get to be stuck with a fucking mustache. And that mustache,
Like
well,
like they
there's a lot of
really
pros
like.
in Justice League, but that mustache, the mustache that destroyed a franchise.
I mean, the franchise was destroyed well before.
I mean, they could have fucked themselves over with
I mean,
Batman
yeah,
v
but at the same
Superman.
time, like if there ever was
Oh,
a movie to save
Zack
Um,
Snyder does not understand metaphors or subtlety or anything.
No, man, it's
Yeah.
like the most
God, his
unsubtle.
attempt at
Even
feminism
Kojima feels
so
more
bad.
subtle than him.
like they really made the Joker look like
Just-
fucking
I
Jesus.
hate his Superman. I hate
Like-
his
Wait, what?
Superman. He
Oh,
you
talking about
really
the-
kind
the-
of did ruin the character for a generation.
like
I
when
like-
it comes
like,
to me and
Like
hang
that
on,
is not
hang
a
on,
Superman.
hang on a second.
I-
Would you all call Sugar Mama an MVP or a goat? I love the fact that Harriet from Family Members was a voice actor. She owned that character. Yeah, I like Sugar Mama and Oscar were the best parts of Proud
Yeah,
Family.
it was like
Like they were like
Yes.
the Tom and Jerry of the show. it was just they constantly fought with one another, and it was hilarious.
And their relationship was like, I don't know about a lot of you, but their relationship was perfect because there were times I forgot that was his damn mom, how mean she was to him. But in growing up, it's like that's pretty accurate, man. When it comes to black
Honestly-
families, your mom is not to say your mom doesn't love you, but she is gonna be the meanest person you fucking know.
I loved
yeah.
his brother and I love his redesign.
I don't even remember his brother.
Go on, got that breakfast, yeah.
Oh yeah, his brother was
And
like
I'm
a
gonna eat
singer.
it. Yeah, he's like a singer. He was, and the funniest part is, like, despite so many jokes about Oscar being a loser, Proud Snacks is shockingly successful. He has a house. He has a pretty decent house. He has a family. He has a hot wife. I mean, Trudy, god damn. Oh,
I
but
think there was an episode that addressed that where it was
yeah.
because his brother's supposed to be the most successful one, but he doesn't have a family or anything. Like he doesn't have anything of his own aside from his career.
He still lives with sugar mama in her house.
Yeah.
So it's not
So,
so like
there's an
He's
episode that
the
addresses
pampered,
that.
spoiled baby brat.
I mean, and not
He's
even
a
and
pampered,
like
spoiled brat.
it's stated that the reason she acts like that
Think it
towards
is.
Oscar is because she was treated as the unfavorite when she was a kid, so she's kind of passing that to Oscar. Even though she says, like, I treat them both the same, but I'm just like,
It's
no, not really.
You were always my
It's
favorite
that-
son.
It's that bullshit I'm toughening him up thing. She's hard on him because he is the smart and successful one while she babies the unsuccessful one.
I guess I don't remember for sure. It's like, oh man, it's so confusing sometimes. It's trying to
Well,
remember
she lets
everything.
him live it. He's like a failed disco singer.
He is a failed disco singer. I think that's the whole entire joke. Like, he's a real failed funk guy who doesn't really actually succeed. Like, but for some reason he still like gets contracts with Wizard Kelly and shit somehow, and like manages to be like Penny's manager and shit like that. I will say one wholesome thing about it though is
I think it's because
I will say one very wholesome thing is him and Oscar actually have a really good relationship. If you watch the show, they actually they're like, trust me, coming from somebody
did.
who was Edgy would probably know most about this. For coming from somebody with a really fucked up brother relationship, let's just say that. Like, their relationship is like really wholesome. He trusts Bobby to watch his kids. He trusts Bobby to like help him with the Proud Snacks and stuff like that. And Bobby isn't real. And Bobby, the worst Bobby really is kind of like he's a bit of a moocher sometimes, but he's never like outright disrespectful or anything like that.
holy
like,
crap.
They're
It's
just
because
genuinely.
Bobby has a good personality. People just like Bobby. That's why he's a successful son. That's why he keeps getting work. People just really like Bobby and his company.
Yeah, like he just legitimate like I said, like it's kind of wholesome. Like, despite everything, like he takes his brother, like when he gets tickets to a basketball game, he invites his brother. When his brother wants to go out, he takes him. Like, their relationship is really, really fucking wholesome. I'm just like, wow, these two actually get along. They're not just brothers; they're best friends actually. And I'm just like, damn, that's really fucking wholesome actually.
Oh yeah.
He
He'd let Bobby live with him in a heartbeat. I think Bobby has lived with him off and on.
he lives like, now Sugar Mama is at their house all the time. Bobby lives at Sugar Mama's house. Sugar Mama has her own house. She's just at their house a lot, and I can relate to that because our grandma and our mom, because I still live at my mom's house right now. It's basically the same house. We trade food. We go over there a lot. We chill out over there a lot and stuff like that. You know what I mean? because we live right down the street from each other. It's like I can walk over there whenever I
Oh,
want.
very close.
Yeah, so it's not really a big deal. Like, so I can relate to that. Like, yeah, we're all basically living together.
I'm glad
So-
to see a TV show that is that pro family. Because I'm going to
Yeah.
tell you this: white people are weird. They seem to be either way super close with their family, or I have not spoken to them in 20 years. You are
Oh
not
my God.
successful if you are with your
Oh
family.
my God.
That
Like,
reminds
oh.
me of.
I'm
Have
a
any of
very
you seen?
close- I'm close family.
Have any of you ever seen George Lopez show?
Yeah, I've seen George Lopez. I
I'm
love
remember
not
George
done
Lopez.
with it. Oh my
He-
god!
he-
I saw this episode
he
of
said
his
it-
alcoholic mother and like this.
Nah, his
mean
mom was
kid,
just-
and it was
his-
just
He told,
depressing.
he told one of the funniest jokes I've heard in a long ever in my life, and it's like he's talking about like when it comes to Hispanic families because he's talking to his wife who's technically Cuban, and he's Mexican and she's Cuban, and he's talking about like, you don't understand with Mexican families. It's like
Oh, you said
Like,
Cuban.
they
I
have-
thought you said
they-
human.
yeah, Mexican human. No, it's okay. I'm half Mexican, so but there's a conversation they have where he's talking about how like you don't understand how Mexican families feud. It's like you'll have someone who's like, I haven't talked to my uncle in 20 years. Where is he? Oh, he's in the kitchen.
Oh my god, yes.
Oh my
like,
god!
Because like with Mexican families, they all just live
I may
together.
be
Like
white,
that's just their
but
culture.
I have heavy exposure to Mexicans. I very much lived around heavily Mexican areas. Like that's like the one group I've been around besides like I don't know. I've never gotten along with white people. And I one time I straight up had this black girl kind of look at me and go, you know, you're not like other white girls. And I'm like, thanks. I don't know.
Trust me. That's a compliment.
That's a compliment.
That's a compliment. Don't worry, it's a compliment.
Yeah.
It's a compliment. We've gone on this rant about Mexicans and Jason's just been quiet. I'm worried about him.
Oh no, I'm okay. I'm just like
I told you I'm half. We're good.
Remember, I'm Guatemalan, so we're their southern neighbors.
Oh,
I
my bad. My
Yeah,
bad.
you
no,
bigot
no,
slam. Get it right.
But you know, Mexican and Guam. No, I'm not even going to go with that joke. But funny story. It's so weird how different the borders are depending on where you are. Because I was in Guatemala for my 2 birthdays ago. I don't want to say my age, but I'm pretty old. But I was
dude, you reference ColecoVision. I'm pretty sure people know how old you are.
No, man.
Okay, fine, fair enough. I was for my 40th birthday. This happened 2 years ago. Go figure. Anyway, so I was visiting my cousin, and she said, "Okay, we need to go to the supermarket, so we have to cross the border." And I'm just like, "Are you freaking kidding me?" Because where she was living was right by the Mexican border. And I'm just like, do we have to have our passports? Do we have to do anything? And she's like, oh, no, we'll be fine. So I'm walking with my cousin, and there's these guys with these big-ass guns right by what was all compound. And I'm just like, oh, my God, I'm going to die today. This is what I'm going to happen for my 40th birthday. I'm going to die in Mexico or Guatemala, depending on where they decide to shoot me. But I went by, and you remember Shrek 2, where you see the guys in the pitchforks? Yeah, pitchforks, and Shrek is human, and they look at him with the pitchforks, and then all of a sudden they just wave to him. That's what happened to me.
Yeah, I've heard stories like that where it's like, you'll see like just a group of killers, and it's just like they're not going to kill you, and they'll look right at you and just be like, "Hey, what's up?"
What's up?
That's exactly
I can just see Jason. I can just see Stefan walking in there like, God,
And then all of a sudden, like, so many people were friendly. It's like, of course, they wanted me to buy shit, but still.
That is fantastic.
That reminds me of that. What is it? Dave Chappelle skit where he's like, in a car and he sees like this little kid on the side of the street, clearly like a toddler, and he's like, "What the hell is that kid doing on the street like that? Like he shouldn't be out here." "Hey kid, what are you doing out here?" He rolls down his windows, yells at the kid. The kid responds to him, "Yo nigga, you want to buy some weed?"
Oh my god!
Oh man.
I miss Dave Chappelle. Oh my
You know
god!
he got the rights to like his show, at least the name, I think, back from Viacom or whatever. So
Oh,
he
I don't know
makes
if that
no
means he's
money
gonna
from
do
that.
a Chappelle show like revival or something. I don't know.
I think he wants to own it, but I don't know what he's gonna do with it because I remember he said he doesn't like some of it, but he does like other parts of it. I don't know. I think like Dave Chappelle's in a really odd situation
I think he's gonna hide some. He's gonna hide some, and he's gonna do his own. He'll probably do a director's cut of the bits that he still actually enjoys.
No, I don't think like I don't
rights because he was getting no money from it.
I'm not gonna say I don't think like he's ashamed of any of it. I think it's like because he kind of wants to be an activist at the same time as a comedian right now. And he's weighing it.
I fucking hate when comedians do that shit because they fail at both. I think
why he went crazy was because he felt he went too far.
No, the reason
didn't some of Chappelle's show even offend him?
No. Here's what happened. Like basically, he got offered like a movie deal, but they wanted him to wear like I think it was a breaking point in his career where he was like, that's like a line I don't feel like I want to cross into, and it like made him rethink something. They wanted to make him like do like a fat suit movie, like Big Mama or Norva or something like that, and he was like, you know what, I'm gonna rethink things for a little bit, and he just got away from it all.
Mm-hmm.
And
I had heard that it was because of that one sketch he did with like the racist stereotype like Tooth Fairy thing, and I heard it was like because he was like people had missed the point of what he was trying to do with it and just were brushed off as funny or something, but I don't know how true that is.
Well, there's also another story that apparently
that's what I mean. I think he wants his work.
Okay. Well, one of the things I also heard that didn't exactly
help. It seems
help
like he wants his work back so he can self-censor.
That could be it too.
I don't think he's gonna self-censor. I think Dave Chappelle has enough awareness to know that if he self-censor, I think he has enough self-awareness to know that if he self-censors, remember, he called out the cancel culture. He called out the mob. He called out all that shit. He called it all out. So he's definitely not going to self-censor.
Self-censor in that way. There's been moments even with my own art where I've pulled back things or just stopped working on something, or the art itself offended me in some way. I'm talking about there might be pieces that for one reason or another that he is personally not comfortable with. That's more what I'm saying. It sounds more like that more than anything else. Not like for some cancel culture reason, maybe because there is a joke that somebody wildly took out of context or he didn't feel comfortable after filming it.
Well, there was another thing that I wanted to say just really quick that didn't exactly help matters. Apparently, there was some people who were on the show, and of course, they were white, who were, I guess they were like either making fun of him or they were throwing shade at the stuff that he did, and they were being really racist about it. And they weren't even like, important people ever important on the show, but they were like apparently crewmen, they were like cameramen or some shit like that. But they made him feel so bad about what he did that he started to kind of think, maybe I gotta rethink my life.
I guess we'll never know the full story because there's like so many different things.
Yeah, it's not like we can really ask him.
Yeah,
well, I mean we could try, but I don't know if he's gonna answer.
speaking of comedians, I
Hi,
want to
Dave
talk about
Chappelle.
yeah, we got Susan's attention. So apparently, so they are watching us. So I guess we're getting somewhere in the world if I could get fucking banned. So that's a silver lining in all this.
Yeah, I've never been on a stream. I can chalk that off the bucket list. Never been on a stream that got shut down.
Yep.
Like in the actual like stream, just not in the audience.
I'm back.
Yeah.
What happened?
This is-
Oh yeah. Did you guys of course Cassidy said this. Did you guys talk about the what Sugar Mama did in the Proud Family movie?
I don't think I saw that actually.
I don't remember the movie.
Here's the thing. She rapes a guy.
Oh
What?
God!
Oh, hello.
Oh,
I was
I
like-
wasn't expecting
the
that.
movie's weird.
The move, like I am not kidding. There's a scene where there's the movie's really. She's not wrong. The movie's really fucking weird. Basically, the descendant of George Washington Carver became a mad scientist and made a bunch of peanut people to be slaves to humanity.
What?
One
It's
of
a
his experiments. It gets better. One of his peanut experiments goes wrong and becomes like a mad clone of himself, and he invites Oscar and his family to come to his island so he can get Oscar's formula that replicates and replenishes food to preserve Proud Snacks. So while he's there, basically it's all covered up by them winning a vacation. I use that in quotes. So after they win the vacation, the mad scientist trying to find the formula from Oscar Proud or whatever. But of course, a bunch of hijinks ensues. Well, one of the hijinks that ensues is the mad scientist is trying to sneak around, but he can't. And he's caught by Sugar Mama. And Sugar Mama is, of course, trying to mac on this dude. And he's clearly uninterested and clearly uncomfortable. She's like, would you get in the hot tub with me? And he's like,
No.
well, I don't. He's
I
like,
remember
well, I don't
this.
he's like, oh, I don't have my bathing suit. And she's like, and then she takes her one piece off and like, oh, neither do I. And he's like,
I
oh,
remember that.
Then he's like,
Oh,
well, look at
shit.
the time. Well, look at the time I gotta go. And then Sugar Mama actually calls her dog Puff and says, "Stop, Puff, stop him!" And Puff growls at him and tells him to get in the tub, puts in the tub. And he
I
goes
remember
over
that.
to her, and he's all reluctant and scared, and walks over to her in the hot tub, and she's giggling, and Puff is smiling devilishly. She raped this motherfucker.
Shit.
Oh shit, that got dark.
Aren't they playing sexy music?
Yeah, he's playing Barry White.
Don't they play
He's like,
Oh, you
he's like-
she ripped out the Barry
Yeah.
White.
I am not kidding. You can look this up on YouTube.
Bro, I'm about to look it up right now. Hold up.
Oh God!
She look up Sugar Mama Proud Family movie. She straight up rapes him. It's I can't even I'm not even. It's not even subtle.
Okay, I'm watching it now.
Well, watch it. Hold on. You might
you
have to
should
skip
show
ahead
it.
a bit because
Oh wait, will that
You
get us
might-
flagged?
I'm not gonna risk it. I'm not gonna risk it right now. We just got back
Just-
up.
Oh, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not sharing it. I'm just gonna watch it.
Keep
on
this
my-
in mind. If you find this video is still up on YouTube while this stream the previous stream got taken down for a single image.
Oh,
Let
hold
that
on,
thing
hold on,
in.
hold on. Okay, we just got to.
Hang on, you get to the point. Hang on.
Yeah, she just flashed her leg.
Oh God.
I remember what Sugar Mama
We need to
looks
see the
like.
creepy
That's
peanut
not.
people.
Oh shit! Yeah, they blasted Barry White.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it.
What the hell? She doing the shoulder drop. Oh no! Oh god! What the fuck is this shit?
Keep watching. Keep watching.
And then the dog.
So speaking about sexual assault, well, hopefully, wait, can we say that?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's fine.
So how about that Coming to America too?
Yes, that happened. That did happen. Yeah, like that.
Yes, okay. The scene just ended. Yeah, she's straight up. That's straight up rape. That's like,
yeah, like
that, blatant as fuck. I'm sorry.
That is blatant. That is fucking great. Anyway, like, yeah, J-Step. That is actually what happened in the sequel. Akeem apparently had a kid he didn't know about that was in New York City, because at one point, Simi wanted some pussy basically, and he needed to get like 2 girls because you know how it is, right? So he got 2 girls to basically come with him. He got one of the girls back in the bedroom and one girl for Akeem. The thing is, the girl like had drugs on her, and she like got in like had the drugs in his vicinity, so Akeem ended up getting high, and he had no time. Like, yeah, for the first time he had no idea what was going on. I don't know if it was crack or if it was weed, or
it was
a combination
probably weed
of both.
laced with something.
Yeah, it was probably weed laced with something. And basically he said like he remembers her grinding up on him. He doesn't remember consenting though. And they treat it as a joke, and that's literally, and her baby is literally a byproduct of her raping Akeem, essentially, and they treat it as a joke.
Yeah, and they got freaking Leslie Jones do that too. It's like, I'm sorry, Leslie Jones is not funny for one.
No, she is not.
And second, I don't get why she's not attractive to me either. I'm sorry.
Here's the thing. Leslie Jones and Tiffany Haddish aren't funny. Like they've been in like I can't even think of anything funny Tiffany Haddish has been. But Leslie Jones was in Orange is the New Black, and that was the only funny thing she was in. But like here's the thing. Coming to America was so fucking bad. It was like so fucking bad. Like the first 10 minutes were fine. But then, like, it spirals down in such a downward spiral so quickly. And guess what, guys? The movie called Coming to America, they're only in America for 10 minutes.
Yeah, it's like, it is like about 10 minutes. Just about.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I am not kidding. They are in America for 5 minutes at the beginning and about 5 minutes at the end of the movie. That's it.
Yep,
that is it.
The movie's actually more like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, where his son Lavelle goes to Zamunda, along with his mom Leslie Jones, and they do absolutely fucking nothing for most of the movie.
Yeah, it's really just them being stupid for not even like funny stupid either.
Like they're like, here's the thing. Like they do all the stuff you'd think would like cause hijinks or get on everybody's nerves at the very least, but it doesn't even do that.
Yeah, like they just kind of just like roll their eyes and that's it.
Like they don't do anything. Like there's no conflict in this movie.
Like you'd expect,
there's no plot.
There's the quote unquote conflict with that general guy who's Wesley Snipes, by the way. But
yeah, I thought like here's the thing. It was so bad that for the longest time I thought it was Arsenio Hall doing a double role. That's how bad that's how bad it was. I thought it was Arsenio Hall. Like, is this Arsenio Hall doing a double role? Why are they doing a double role? But then I look closely. Ah, shit, that's Wesley Snipes.
Yep.
Fuck.
I don't understand what the hell was the point of his character, especially with what happens to him at the end.
Because they needed manufactured conflict.
Yeah.
Because like well, here's the thing. It's just so bad. I might just make a video about it. I might just make a straight up video because it is that fucking bad. We have the original movie to go back to, and if the sequel turns out to be the movie is that bad, pal. It's that bad. Like here's the thing. After the 10-minute mark, Akeem's not even the main character. It's a bait and switch. like Lavelle is the new main character, and he is not boring. He is not interesting. He's boring. He's not interesting. He's not funny. He's not charismatic. He's just a light skinned pretty boy actor being a light skinned pretty boy actor.
Like
that is all. Like that is all he's doing.
Like I said it before, and I don't know if it was on stream or not. I don't remember far back, but like when it comes to like remakes, reboots, long-awaited sequels, and stuff like that, I don't get why anyone gets excited for that anymore. I don't get how anyone is legitimately like, "Oh man, they're finally making a sequel to blank movie." Oh, I'm so excited! It's like, why? They've all been bad. Not a single one of them has ever been like either good. They've either been terrible or meh.
But here's the worst part. There is literally.
Wait, I heard Bill and Ted's okay, and that was all the OG people.
Like here's the thing. Here's the thing though. Literally in the movie, I was kind of like at that point where I was gonna say "fuck you," but they literally make a joke about that. They're saying, how can you say American movies are good? I mean, everything's either superhero films, reboots, or sequels to films that came from a long time ago that nobody asked for. I'm like, no, you guys do not earn self-aware humor like that. Fuck off.
Yeah, no.
Fuck off. Y'all can't do that. Y'all can't pull that off. And he's like, why do a sequel to something that's already perfect? And I'm just like, shut the fuck up.
Just shut
let's shut the fuck up.
If the answer is anything but money, then they definitely did not earn that.
Yeah.
The movie was bad. You know, like that one scene. You know, like there's just so many. You know, like that one scene from the beginning that was a well choreographed dance scene, and that's it. There was only like one of those. There are 6 of those in this movie.
For some reason, because
and then there's like 2 of them in this. There's like 3 of them in the same scene for no reason. And then the movie becomes a musical for a second. I'm like, wait, when does this become a music? Is this a musical or not? Like, what are you doing, movie?
It's like
they should have did it.
Like, what's that movie getting ready to come out? Matrix 4. Like, I don't get how anyone has any hope for
I
that
don't
movie.
understand. The Wachowskis have not made a good movie since Matrix 3, honestly, and
no.
Consider that good either.
Let's be perfectly honest here. I'm sorry.
Matrix 3.
So is V for Vendetta.
Matrix 3 was boring as hell.
Let me be perfectly clear here. Let me be very honest here. In terms of the Wachowskis, I'm not counting the rest of the movies. When it comes to the Matrix movies, there has not been a good Matrix movie since the Matrix 1.
Nope.
I don't care if you like Matrix 2 and 3. I like those movies. They are not good. Yeah. I like them because of the fact that, like, all right, I know what I'm getting into.
There's an exception.
Matrix 2. Matrix 2, in my opinion, was decent. Matrix 1 was good.
Matrix 1 is a masterpiece, which doesn't help.
I will say this. There's one criticism people don't want to hear and they don't want to accept it, but it's the truth, and I have to be objective about it. The main problem with the Matrix is Neo is a Mary Sue. He's a Gary Stu.
He's a Mary Sue after the first movie.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, in the first movie, he wasn't that bad until the end.
Yeah, everything after that, he's a Gary Stu.
Mm-hmm. I would say Gary Stewish to an extent. In the first, like, it was not. He's not full. They tried to do the whole everyman.
Well, remember, he's the super cool elite hacker who breaks the world.
Listen, that all would have been fine if they ended it with that first movie.
Start.
Yeah.
Like, if the Matrix 2 and 3 focused on anyone else other than Neo, it would have been probably fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, Animatrix was good. I like that.
Animatrix was good.
That was good.
Yeah. And the Wachowskis did write the 2 Renaissance and
The problem with the Animatrix is that as great as it can be, a lot of the stories have no meaning.
Yeah, some of them
aside from the Renaissance part 1 and 2, none of them matter.
I'm only counting I'm only counting that one that was written by the Wachowski sisters, Renaissance 1 and 2. That was really
that
good.
is the best.
And
that
I
is the
thought that was
best
a
one, and
great...
it's the most interesting because you finally get to see the human machine
and
war.
Great history for the world.
Ugh, and the war when it gets like really nasty when they start pulling people apart and shit. That's
Yeah.
Yeah, when it's like very objectively the machines are winning.
Wachowski sisters. That is the Wachowski sisters finally doing anime. That is them finally doing their anime because they copy anime so much.
They do.
Especially Jupiter Ascending. That's anime fan fiction.
Powell said Speed Racer and Ninja Assassin were good movies.
Wait, did they do Ninja Assassin?
Speed Racer's
I
good.
I did Speed Racer. I saw that one. This is a weird. I saw that one in theaters. I still have no idea what the fuck. I don't remember a single goddamn thing about it.
Yeah.
I just remember how weird it was. Like the editing, they were really trying to make a live action cartoon.
You don't know what the hell happened.
Yeah, Speed Racer. It's kind of like, I don't want to say it's good or bad because I'm not a Speed Racer fan. It has a very niche audience.
Would Speed Racer be considered a Gary Stu?
I don't know.
I don't think so because he kind of fucked up at one point.
Hey, what did you say, Soggy?
We all agree that Ray is the worst Mary Sue of all time. I had to say it. Sorry.
Oh, speaking of which, did you guys see the new
Inspiration? The anime itself.
I saw that.
The anime itself is very weird and off the walls.
Well, that is true.
I heard
an Elvis movie and James Bond.
Okay, interesting.
That's an interesting combination.
Nah, it's cool.
No, she's because I remember what's his name, Racer X.
Yeah.
It was literally no one knows who he is. It's literally a spy.
They kept saying it's his brother who was the original driver or whatever. I don't know what the fuck that's about.
It was his brother, but brother, there's a point where he calls him out.
Ago. The brother died years ago, but he didn't really die. He became Racer X, but
he got a facial reconstruction, so he doesn't look like.
Yeah, but a lot of people are like, "Why? You're alive. Just go back home to your family. Just go home." It's not like they hated you.
But speaking of Star Wars, I know I said I wouldn't bring up. I know I said I wouldn't talk about Star Wars anymore because I don't care. But
Rock.
They really did make.
Pebble.
I am not kidding. They made a Rock
Stone.
Star Wars character.
Yes.
Wait, that's actually real? I thought that was
real. That was real. It's real. Look it up.
No. Here's the thing, though. So the video, because they've been doing these a lot, these character introductions for the High Republic. This is the only character introduction they did not put on YouTube.
I wonder why.
Only on their website.
I guarantee you, it's because they would get the ratio they would give the ratio that would go to history books. Can you imagine saying one of your characters' names is literally Geode and he's a navigator for a smuggling ship off of a fucking discount Han Solo, Han Solo from Wish, and you're really gonna sit here and call it Geode and expect us to take it fucking seriously? It's a goddamn rock.
I just want to say something right now.
It's a rock.
This is for anyone listening, anyone who might come up later to watch this. I just want you to understand something right now. This is for all the creators in the world. If anyone, and I mean anyone, tries to give you shit for your character design, no matter how bad you may think it looks or whatever, just remember, Disney tried to sell people a fucking rock.
Yep.
As a character, as a Star Wars character, they put in the bare minimum and said, we are going to make
up anything I give them. I'm going to give them a rock.
I am literally going to
one
give
of my
them a
one
rock.
of my writer friends is doing that. One of my writers
They are
is
making a
actually
rock?
going to be pulling something like that. No,
Like,
it's a
you
pie.
I would actually take that more seriously. I am not kidding.
We're doing a parody of Magical Girls, and it's going to be a sex comedy with like a bunch of co-eds who fight sex monsters from space. I don't know. It's going to be random. They're very inspired by Naked Gun and like other oddball comedies, and one of the characters is just going to be a pie, and I named it Paisha. Like, we just cut to a silent pie.
I'm
acts like it's sentient.
Like, here's the thing, though. Like, they want us to take this character seriously. I am not J-Step. Please pull it up if you can find it.
Already there.
Wait a minute.
I tagged you in my post. That should at least give you the image alone. Like, it's literally a fucking rock.
Ever at Disneyland.
It's
How do you get his
literally
autograph at
a
Disneyland,
rock.
people?
I don't know.
Like you would say, oh my god, it's Geo. Wait, no, it's not. It's not Geo. It's just a rock. Wait, that's Geo. Like out of all the characters, Chewbacca, R2D2, fucking. I'll even take Kylo Ren. Kids remember Kylo Ren. Got a fucking rock.
A rock.
Oh, there's I bet you there are little girls that had their first bad boy crush on him.
Kylo, yeah. Yeah, probably.
Hang on, it's gonna show up in a second.
They had a bad boy crush on
this
him.
is real. People, this is real. This is a Star Wars character. This is a canon Star Wars character named Geode. And he's a rock.
I would ask
what kind of High Republic they're at.
Yeah, the High Republic.
Dude, wouldn't it be cool
if, like,
dude, that is
if we just had a fucking rock as a character? Do you think their standards are so low?
Toys.
No, it's not their standards are so low. This is what it is. Oh. And this is accurate. They're like,
their standards are literally rock bottom. Their standards are literally.
This may sound controversial. This is not a reflection of their standards. This is what they think the average Star Wars fan will eat up.
Yeah.
This is how low they think of you. They're like, these motherfuckers are so just. These motherfuckers are so stupid that they will accept a rock. And this is your time to prove to them that they're wrong. Because a lot of people always like to talk shit about Disney Star Wars and like, oh, they keep doing this, and that. But you keep buying the shit. Stop. This is the moment. I swear to anybody, and I don't care if I piss someone off, if you buy anything Star Wars related after this, you are fucking stupid. Yeah. I was gonna say the R word. I'm not gonna say it.
Guys,
I'm not gonna say it.
The pioneers used to ride these babies for miles.
What?
Guys, you know what was happening in Star Wars?
Oh my god!
Disney bought it.
What?
So George Lucas, I don't know. It seems like he didn't want to make films right away, but he seemed to be going through a postmodern phase of his own art, and he was being very accepting of parodies, and he was approving a lot of parodies, and he loves the Family Guy episodes, and he loves the Robot Chicken episode.
Wait. Who is this?
He loved that so much.
Lucas.
Oh.
He asked them to make a cartoon.
Yeah, because he shows up in a lot of those parodies.
Adult in-canon cartoon.
He shows up in a lot of the parodies.
Tours.
To be fair.
Oh, he loves them. He was going through a postmodern comedy phase.
Yeah, because
here's the thing though. To be fair, the Robot Chicken and the Family Guy parodies are legitimately pretty good.
Yeah, because they're made by people who actually like Star Wars enough to the point where they're making fun of it in the sense of being funny, not in the sense of being mean spirited.
Yeah, they're not like shitting on you for liking it. They're just like poking fun at it because they like
They're
it.
like-
So yeah,
they're
this
like-
was
they're like-
George Lucas hiring these guys to make a family-friendly parody for in canon actual Star Wars, and
Oh,
they made
if you
all
want,
the episodes, but it was bought and it's Disney. It's shelved.
if you want to know what's actually kind of interesting, there's like a sketch with George Lucas, Seth Green, and some other guy where they're talking about like legend stuff. And the guy mentions Mara Jade, and George Lucas is just like, get out now. And apparently that's where a lot of people get the idea that George Lucas hates Mara Jade, because it seems kind of real for a
But
split
it's-
second, but it's not. Because Seth Green's there.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
like it's the thing about it is he doesn't like everything about the only things that he didn't like that he kind of said when like it was something in perspective. He refused to, like, even though he hates like the holiday special, he didn't say it was not canon. He just says he wants every single copy of it destroyed, but he never said it wasn't canon.
Yeah,
That
because
being
Oh,
said,
yeah.
in those
the
early
only thing-
days,
the only thing that he said is not canon in his eyes was the Palpatine cloning thing, and to be fair, that one kind of contradicted other stuff from the EU anyway. So it
Yeah, I
was
didn't
like,
like
yeah,
that
that's-
either.
Yeah, like
because
he was like,
because if I remember correctly, back in like, I won't say the early days, but towards like the
Fuck
later
off,
time
Crack.com. Did you see that
of
article title? Go back to that. Fuck that.
This one?
Almost killed Star Wars forever. Go fuck yourself, Crack.com.
Wait,
but
where's
yeah,
it say
like there
that?
was a
Wait. Oh, here it is.
they were in like the Lucas Arts
not there
era.
anymore.
Yeah, there,
Of
right
stuff.
there.
Oh, here we go.
5 ideas that almost killed Star Wars forever.
But yeah, like during
you
the
mean
Lucas
everything
Arts era,
Disney
there was
did?
like what do you call it? Like Lucas, he pretty much there was a lot of stuff that like he kind of like signed off as being canon, and it would just like give his seal of approval. Like one of the things, like Star Wars: The Force Unleashed. I know a lot of people like to contest that wasn't canon, but it was canon.
Oh,
The
yeah.
canonization version, though,
Well,
however,
it was canon for a while.
it was the novelization, not necessarily the video game. However, a lot of things people get wrong is that in the book, which is at the time was the canon version, Starkiller still pulled down a Star Destroyer from orbit. It
Yeah, he was
wasn't
still that
quite like
powerful.
the way the game plays it out as, but yeah. And again, at the same time, he did defeat Vader in that book too. Like that still happened. So
yeah, like that was like the canon. It was like the canon. That was how the Republic actually started. The canon way the Republic started.
Yeah, it was
the rebellion started. But yeah, I get that, and like I said, a lot of people are just flocking over to a lot of people are
Darth
just
Vader
flocking
helmet.
back over to the EU.
Wait,
They're
what's that?
trying. They're trying.
No,
they're
I saw
trying
the
desperately.
screenshots that Darth Vader helmet. That's just funny to me with the wide.
He looking kind of wide though. He looking like he got some drip.
Yeah, he look kind of wide. Yeah, got the wide angle lens turned on.
He a big.
It looks like
Vader coming
it looks like
through.
he looked like the dude from Spaceballs, the kid from Spaceballs.
Yeah, what's it called?
Oh,
Big
yeah.
I can't
helmet.
breathe in this thing.
dark,
Oh.
big helmet.
Yeah,
How do you breathe in this thing?
Dark helmet.
Dark helmet. There we go. I was
Dark
gonna say
helmet.
dark
that was the name.
Interesting. George Lucas is one of those interesting artists who, when he is just not tamed, he goes off way too fucking wild. But like the prequels messy, but I did like that last one. And there is a theme. There is a cohesive story and theme.
Here's the
He
thing.
just goes
Here's
a
the thing
little
about
too wild.
here's the thing about it though. Like a lot, like people always give Lucas a lot of flack. Like he's really like this pretentious, bad to work with, actually bad director. Here's the truth about George Lucas. One, people keep saying, "Oh, when he sold Star Wars, he sold Star Wars to make a bunch of money." No, he legitimately
he donated a lot of that shit to charity too.
Yeah, he donated he sold it for like $4 billion.
Yeah,
he donated almost all of that to charity. First off,
yeah.
So it wasn't
he
even
wanted
like
help.
Yeah, he just wanted he wanted to like help.
That's what he was seeking.
Yeah, and people kept saying like, "Oh well, he shouldn't have tried to take control of the prequels." He literally went to everybody else. He went to Spielberg.
Yeah.
He went to everyone else saying,
Yeah, there was
Didn't he go to Ron Howard too for that shit?
Yeah. So the whole story behind it was, because I remember I watched a video on this not too long ago, was that he approached a lot of directors about directing the prequels, but all of them had this because this was before the prequels even existed, so Star Wars was already this monolithic thing in cinema.
That was huge.
Where people were just like, no, I don't think I could. I don't think I could live up to that. I think Steven Spielberg was one of the directors he approached, and Steven Spielberg was like, I don't think I could do it justice. Not as well as you could.
Yeah. And he's like, no, I didn't do it on my own. I had a bunch of people working with me. I technically only did the first movie. And he's like,
yeah, he only directed
well, it's
the
your
first
baby.
one.
And he's like, oh, it's your, and even then it was heavily edited, by the way, too. But anyway, people kept saying, nah, dude, you're a genius. You got this. I'm like, he's like, no, I'm not. I can't. You feel bad for him. People keep saying like, oh, well, it was his fault. It was his fault. It was his fault. He had no other choice. He had here's the thing, George Lucas. The reason I love George Lucas is because I think he's an okay director. Where I think where he really shines is with his ideas.
Yeah, he's an ideas guy.
Oh yeah,
he's a damn good ideas guy. Like Strange Magic, for example, he based it off of Midsummer's Night Dream, and I love that book.
You know, I like that movie.
And here's the thing, Midsummer's Night Dream.
Some of the things he talked about Star Wars and women.
Hang on a second. I'll get to that in a second. Because I know what you're gonna say, and that's a different tangent. I'll get to that in a second. But basically, you based it off of Midsummer's Night Dream.
Related.
Yeah, but he said, Midsummer's Night Dream, which is very similar to that idea. I can see a lot of the similarities. You never expect certain people to fall in love at certain points. Yada yada yada. Point is, I can see that. I like the subversion in the movie where they do end up together and stuff like that. It's cool. There's a lot of cool ideas. I like the more,
love it.
I like the design of the fairies, and I like the design of the goblin monster thing. I think it was kind of like a Brian Froud, more traditional twisted fantasy type deal. I like that. The thing about it is, these are all good ideas. He's just not the best director for it. And technically he didn't direct it. A guy who was known for, it was very well known for sound effects, for sound design and film. He directed it.
What?
Actually. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh.
Yeah. Basically. So yeah. It's really crazy just to see.
You finish. I'm sorry.
No. It's cool. It's cool. I stutter a bit. It's really interesting to see the fact that some people say that George Lucas, for his false stating, well, he can't do good. And yeah, those are fair criticisms, but you have to understand, he's not like this he's not like a Shyamalan where he's just uppity. I can't do it. I can't do anything right. I think he bit off more than he could chew. He didn't expect Star Wars to leave such an impact.
To be fair, who does expect that something like that's gonna happen?
He made this movie on a bet. people don't understand that it was between him and it was him and Spielberg. Him and Spielberg are really good friends, and they pretty much set on a bet who would have the bigger movie, Star Wars or E.T. And I'm just thinking, like, wow, you guys legit just made history, made film history on a bet. Like, how do you do that?
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's nuts.
But yeah, you can go on ahead. I know what you're gonna say about Strange Magic thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
got a
he
question
felt
for you.
like
Oh, sorry.
felt like he kind of intentionally kind of alienated the female audience with Star Wars. And he even said Star Wars is for little boys. And I'm gonna be honest, it really was, and I did not get into Star Wars until like the game KOTOR, Knights of the Old Republic, which had like a real prominent female character.
Yeah.
So Strange Magic was him wanting to make Star Wars for girls. So Strange Magic is Star Wars for girls.
I mean, because like
He spent 15 years putting the music together. It's a musical.
Yeah.
It's a jukebox musical, so that means that's even less work. It's more work getting the rights than actually singing the songs.
well, because like when it comes to Star Wars, like when it comes to certain properties, a lot of people don't want to address the fact is that like you can't cater to everybody. So there's got to be a point where you're kind of like, not saying you should alienate people, but there's got to be a point where you kind of accept the fact that not everyone's going to like this.
Yeah.
Here's how I put it.
Yeah, I didn't connect to it at all as a kid.
Here's how I put it. At the end of the day, when you create some, sorry. You go ahead. But at the end of the day, when it comes to stuff like this, I think it's very fair to go out of your way and understand what you want to do when you're creating something. You have to have a vision, and you have to have an intent behind it. Because when I create stuff, I want to make sure that I'm pretty bare bones with what I want with it. I've said numerous times about, stuff like Callus Master. I've been pretty upfront with what's gonna be in Callus Master, what you expect. I'm not gonna pretend like, it's not what I'm not gonna do any false advertising or anything like that. Despite the main character looking like something you'd see out of a just a really silly ass cartoon. Besides the point.
Well, it's a story I'm pretty much looking forward to.
I'm literally like making pasta.
I thought I heard water pouring.
Yeah, I thought I heard that too.
Anyways, I'm trying
I
to
was literally
right now.
writing my pasta.
It turned into an ASMR video pretty damn quickly.
But yeah, like, cause me, I'm writing my own story for the Mentalverse stuff, and like, I kind of early on, I was kind of writing stuff, and it was like,
there he is.
I'm not trying to alienate anyone, but at the same time, I'm not going to sit here and pretend that everyone's going to like this. So it's like anyone who's like, I don't like what you're writing. It's like, okay,
yeah,
exactly.
That's what Valor's gonna look like. Like as a kid, that's what Valor looks like. That's the main character of my story. That's what he's gonna look like.
Nice.
At the beginning of it. Cute little guy, and then go to the next one. That's what 7 to quite possibly 8 years of the story is gonna do to him, essentially.
How it started, how it's
It looks
going.
like the kid from Gumo entered like some post-apocalyptic Mad Max universe.
The kid from what?
I
Gumo,
heard Mad
Gummo.
Max.
It's a really weird independent movie.
Ah. Yeah, so there's gonna be, like I said, sex, violence, political intrigue, monsters. It's gonna have all that good stuff, and I make it clear it's gonna be in the story. There's gonna be offensive stuff, there's gonna be stuff you don't like, and I'm gonna make it clear on that.
Oh yeah, like, because one thing I did, and this was a conversation I had with the Mythoverse guys before, is that one thing I'm kind of against is like creator cameos, in the sense that I hate how some creators kind of like make themselves a far more important character than they need to be. So to circumvent that, because I'm not against the idea, I'm gonna have myself be one of the first victims of my character.
That's actually a pretty common thing.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, I know it's common, but at the same time, it's like I hate it when, like, Druckmann, to bring him up of all people, like, his creator cameo is probably the most arrogant thing I've ever seen in a long time, and I hate that. I hate when people make themselves more important than they need to be.
No. The worst creator cameo of all time is Lady in the Water with M. Night Shyamalan.
That was the most
penis. That was the most penis stroking. What?
That is too much.
They literally, like,
Lady
okay.
In the Water cameo.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Later in the Water. Okay, people who don't know, later in the. You guys have a good night. Good night, Bags. Thanks for dropping in.
Night, man.
For those of you who don't know, Lady in the Water was this movie made by Shyamalan about. It's so freaking weird.
Yeah, it's like a mermaid thing, and
like a mermaid thing that they save, and
the Snarfs.
The Snarfs. I remember what it was. She's a mermaid named Story, and she has to like meet an author to inspire him to write something that changes the world. And the author is Shyamalan.
And it says like, this is what's gonna happen. Essentially, Shyamalan is going to write a story that is going to inspire the future president of the United States. And not only will that book do it, but that president of the United States will usher in an era of prosperity and bring basically a golden age to the world. However, in doing so, Shyamalan will be killed because his ideas are so dangerous. But he decides to write the stories anyway. That's actually how he wrote himself into the story. I'm like, nigga.
The only thing that I'd say is close to that is when Linkara wrote himself into his own comic as like the most powerful character. It gives the main character like a pep talk or some shit.
Oh wow.
Something like that happens, and it's like, bro, really?
Like I was like, how the fuck?
Oh, Sauron's. Are you? Oh, never mind. I misread. You good? I was looking at chat. I misread it. Never mind.
And then like, cause it can work sometimes. Like, for instance, who's the leader of the red hair Shanks from One Piece?
I don't remember.
Nami?
Luffy or no?
Nami.
No, the red-haired Shanks, like the guy who looks like he's Luffy's dad, but he's not Luffy's dad. He's got red hair. I forgot his name.
I'm not that aware with anime.
One Piece.
Oh, I know One Piece because in Japan.
Oh crap!
Hang on
a second. Oh my god.
Oh, One Piece is like the #1 manga around the world internationally.
Yeah, like it's all over the place over there.
Hang on a second, guys. I'll be right back.
All right.
One story that we should get to eventually is Pepe Le Pew. Blonde K, if that person's still here, actually mentioned this a while back. Apparently, Pepe Le Pew and Speedy Gonzalez, of all people, are trending now.
Yeah, because they canceled Dr. Seuss, even though it's been fucking decades.
Oh my god, that is the most wheelchair symbol level big brain move ever.
It's
I'm
kind of
trying not to get slim banned.
I think
as soon as you say that, I see the post talking about Pepe Le Pew, talk about rape culture. It's like it's a fucking cartoon.
It's a goddamn cartoon.
Oh god.
Yeah.
And is Pepe Le Pew even like remotely like viewed as positive?
I don't know.
He's not.
Most of the time, whenever he does the shenanigans, he gets his ass handed.
Yeah, it's usually like don't.
And it's
do
always
this.
a blue fucking check mark.
Well, yeah, blue fucking check marks are wheelchair symbols.
When he points out that when the tables are turned, when the women are, it shows that society is scared of women as the sexual aggressor. Think of this time. Betty Boop had already been censored multiple times because how dare she how dare she drink, how dare she smoke, how dare she wear loose clothing and dance, oh my god, how dare she be single. How dare she?
Say it ain't so.
He points out a lot of other society things that I don't see people really pointing out.
So
I say we change the conversation about him. If people are gonna reach out and say he's rape culture bullshit, I'm one of the first people to point out rape culture. You know what? I'll defend Pepe. I'm getting a little sick of this bullshit. I'm a little too old for it. What if Pepe Le Pew is a closeted gay man who only chases after women because society's told him that's what normal straight men do? Think about this. He has 7 failed marriages.
Yeah, that's actually... See, that actually would make sense. Like, if that's
let him be like the first
that would
out
make
of the
sense.
closet, like Looney Tune. Yeah, like he thinks it. He and I've heard of people saying that they do stupid bullshit to try to fit in, that they'll harass women that they don't really have an interest in because that's what they're supposed to do. Think about it. When the cat finally gets all up in on him, he's fucking freaked out. He's out of there.
Actually,
it's too real.
Actually, apparently the joke is 2 things. One, it was supposed to be like parody a very famous French guy from the 1920s and 30s who was like known for being like a ladies' man and being really on that. And 2, another joke is it's not so much that he's unattractive or whatever, it's that he stinks. He stinks really, really bad and people don't want to be around him.
Huh.
Well, I mean,
he can't help it.
Like, yeah, like that's the joke. Yeah, like people. And I'm like, here's the worst part about it though. He's not portrayed in a positive light, like at all.
Yeah, from my memory, he never was.
No, he was. He got slapstick a lot. He got hurt a lot. He was like butt of the jokes.
Yeah, like a lot of people like to point out, like, oh, this was promoting rape culture and yada yada yada. It's like he was the villain. He was the objectively bad person. Like he kept getting his shit kicked in.
I wouldn't even say he was a villain. I'd say more he's the antagonist.
But you get what I'm saying. He wasn't painted in a positive light.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was never painted in the positive light.
Eventually, there's an episode where they're both consensually into each other. There's an episode where they're both into one another, but there's literally stopping something from them being together, and that's his smell. I had a cartoon crush on him, and I felt bad for him because he had something he couldn't help.
If anything, it's a commentary on how bitches, no offense, bitches will turn down a guy simply because of something he cannot control. Oh, it's like, oh, you're such a nice guy, but you're below 6 feet tall.
Yeah, you're short.
Bitch, I'm a giant compared to you. Yeah, but
think
still
about
small.
This. It still applies to his female counterpart too. She is sexy as all fucking hell, but she smells. People like sexually want to be with her, but as soon as they smell her, they're out of there. It's like they have a glandular problem. Be nice with glandular problem, people. That's the real message.
I mean, the whole message of this whole thing is how it's just stupid. It's like you're getting offended over something you weren't even alive to be offended about. A lot of people whine about this, like you weren't even alive. You like this is literally nothing.
Look at this.
Like,
a lot of this art is very consensual.
Yeah, she seems into it, especially in that one. She's.
Oh, sorry.
They are a couple.
Oh, my personal favorite. It's like
an episode. I think she goes to see a specialist about how to get over her not liking his smell.
Like, in my personal favorite, it's like there are people in the world right now literally suffering. Like, literally at the hands of just suffering the worst kind of hell imaginable. But this is the injustice that you want to complain about.
Because it's
guys.
This is what you want to talk about.
I have to end the stream like real soon. I got some stuff that recently came up. Like I said, Maz and hospital. I gotta figure out what's going on.
Okay.
I got and I appreciate everybody on here. This was not how I wanted things to go, to say the least. But it was fun nonetheless. I finally got to try these noodles after seeing so many people try them. If I had to rate them, I'd be like, they alright. Overrated as fuck in my opinion, but that's how the bullshit be sometimes.
Before we go, sorry.
Anybody who got that meme, I thank you.
Well, I wanted to show everyone that picture that my girlfriend was drawing for me. She's not quite done yet, but I figured everyone here might get a kick out of it. And I did promise I'd show it, but this is the one that she was making for me.
Oh.
And the stream was taken down too.
Yeah, and Susan's coming back for revenge.
Okay, I'm taking it out. But I just wanted
How many times would I teach you this lesson, old man?
I know. That's a very nice drawing, though. Very, very. Love the composition. Love the craftsmanship for that. Very nice.
Amazing work.
Really, I like the tits.
I'm trying to keep it. I'm trying to keep it family friendly.
them big old tatas.
Yeah, them big old bitties. Yes.
All right, guys. All right.
All right,
obvious, you should really see the medal, but you can see on some parts on Twitter. She has done an amazing job.
Yeah, no, I'll shit post inside. That is really nice.
Yeah. Like I said, I just got in stream here. This was I promise everybody right now, I'll have a better stream next time. I might, I might just take another week off from streaming. I'm gonna be upfront because this was a hassle. I'm not even gonna fucking lie to you guys. This is a hassle. It's not from you guys. It's that whole fiasco. We lost like half the audience. We had like more people watching than ever, and now that's like the hour of streaming is gone, and I don't know if I even want to fight it or whatever. My mom's like I said, mom's got some stuff I gotta deal with. So thanks for coming on, guys. Thanks for watching.
And a special thank you to our special guest tonight. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks for coming on. Soggy.
Thanks for exposing that Susan hates women. Thanks for exposing that.
She hates women and minorities.
Yeah.
Pass it on.
Hashtag Susan is over.
Minority stream.
She saw Black History Month was over and was like, I ain't gotta treat them any differently anymore.
I ain't gotta be nice to them.
That cotton ain't gonna pick itself, boy.
No.
All right, I'll talk to you guys later. Thanks.
Time
Yeah,
to do
catch
it.
you
Hold on,
later.
I got-
man.
All right, night.
Night.
Bye.
Night all.
Have a good night. I
Good
hope
night.
she's doing better. I really hope so.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
same.
Same here.
Same.
Take care, all.